Andrew. I've been a horseman all my life, and I'm telling you, a woman is just like a horse. You gotta pull those reins in tight, or she'll take the bit by her teeth. Next thing you know, road, destination, and purpose are all behind you. You'd be damn lucky she don't pitch you in the sewer ditch.
Stupid bugger.
Oh, Lizzie, what language? What would your father say if he heard you?
I've never used a word I didn't hear from him first.
Do you think he'd be congratulating you?
Possibly. Not.
Possibly not is right. And what if Mrs. B should hear you?
I hope and pray that she does. You know what I think, Bridget? I think there's nothing wrong with Mrs. B losing 80 pounds and tripling her intellect for cure.
You ought to be ashamed.
True, isn't it?
Still, what a way to talk of your mother.
Stepmother.
Oh. Still, you don't mean it, do you?
Don't I? She's a silly ass, too.
Shh.
Doesn't matter. She's not as a picket fence when she wants to be. What's Harry here for anyway?
Never said.
He's come to work more money on Papa, I bet.
Lizzie,
What?
your sister, Lizzie.
I want to be quiet, Lizzie. Why do you guys sleep for a racket upstairs?
Oh?
You're making too much noise.
It might have been Bridget. She dropped a pot, didn't you, Bridget?
A number of pots by the sounds of it.
I'm on thumbs this morning, man.
You know, it didn't sound like pots.
Oh?
It sounded more like voices.
Oh?
It sounded like your voice, Lizzie.
Perhaps you dreamt it.
Well, I wish I had, for someone who's using words no lady should use.
When Bridget dropped the pot, she did say pshaw, didn't you, Bridget?
Pshaw, yes, that's what I said.
That's not what I heard. You know, Mother heard you.
She's not my mother or yours.
Well, she married our father 27 years ago. That doesn't make her a mother.
It doesn't.
It's not like that.
I'll talk anyway. I like it.
Lizzie, we're not going to fight. We're going to be quiet and have our
Is
breakfast.
that what we're going to do?
Yes.
Oh. Bridget, Emma wants her breakfast.
I could have yelled myself.
Could, but you never do. Did you know Harry's back for a visit? Probably snuck in last night while I was sleeping.
No.
Did you know he was coming?
No.
No?
Well, I know he wouldn't be here unless Papa asked him.
It's not the point. You know what happened the last time he was here? He had Papa signing property over to her. Oh, Lizzie, nothing. It's bad enough we're stuck in this tiny house on 2nd Street. Papa's worth thousands of dollars. We should be up on the hill. That's her doing. Hers and Harry's. I won't shush. They cater to Papa's worst instincts.
Hear you.
I don't care if they do. It's true, isn't it? Papa tends to be miserly. Probably has the first penny he'd ever earned, or she has it.
Talk rubbish.
Papa can be warm-hearted and generous if he needs encouragement.
Well, Papa didn't save his money. Papa wouldn't have any money.
And neither will we if we keep signing things over to her.
I'm not going to listen.
Well, try thinking.
Stop it.
One day, Papa will die.
Say that.
One day, Papa will die. And I don't intend to spend the rest of my life licking Harry Wingate's boots or toadying to his sister.
What's that?
Nothing!
Eight?
I said nothing!
Some cups for your good, Miss Lizzie.
You want to know what I think? I think she's a fat cow and I hate her! Morning, Emma.
So-so. It's the heat, you know. It's down proper at night. It's hot for a good night's sleep. Where's Papa? He'll be down in a minute. So, what's wrong with Lizzie this morning? Nothing.
Did Harry come down?
I don't know.
Bridget, did Harry come down?
Yes, ma'am.
And?
He's gone out back for a bit.
You should have said so. She had words with him.
Lizzie has more manners than that.
She's incapable of disciplining herself like a lady, and we all know it.
Well, she doesn't go around picking fights with people.
That's just it. She does.
Well, she may.
And you can't deny that.
Well, she might have been a bit upset because nobody told her your brother was coming in. And when Lizzie came down, he was here. But that's how there was to it.
And if your father wants my brother into her estate, he's asked Lizzie's permission, I suppose.
No.
You know, Emma,
She didn't argue with him or anything like that.
you spoiled her. You may have had the best of intentions, but you spoiled her. The truth is, she's spoiled rotten, and we're all paying the piper for that. The places that I've been, the people that pay the piper call the tune. Of course, I haven't had the advantage of a trip to Europe with a bunch of lady friends like Lizzie 3 years ago, all expenses paid by her father. I haven't had the benefit of that experience. Did you know that Lizzie's seen Harry?
Has she?
You should have met him downtown. You should never have asked him in for a stay.
Why not?
You know perfectly well as I do why not. Last I didn't want to repeat of last time, she didn't speak civil for months.
There's no reason for Harry to pay for room, and we have a spare one. Where is Lizzie?
She's out back feeding the birds.
He's always out feeding those birds.
Yes, Papa.
And tell her to get a new lock for the shed. There's
All
been
right.
someone in it again.
All right, Papa.
It's those little hellions from next door. We never had any trouble with them playing in the shed before. They always played in their own yard.
Papa,
It's those damn birds. That's what brings them to the yard.
about Harry.
What about Harry?
Well, I was just wondering,
Don't you worry about her. Have you spoken to Lizzie about Johnny McLeod? Hey?
I said I tried to.
What do you mean you tried to?
Well, I was working my way around to.
What is so difficult about telling Lizzie that Johnny McLeod wants to call?
Why don't you tell her? I'm always the one who has to go running to Lizzie, telling her this and telling her that, and then taking all the abuse for it.
We all know why that is. She can wrap her father around her little finger. Always has, always could. If all else fails, she throws a tantrum. Father buys her off, trip to Europe, bread to the mill house. It's all the same.
Papa, what's her here for?
It's none of your business.
And don't you go running to Lizzie stirring things up.
You know I've never done that.
What she means is,
I'm tired of this. You're just tired.
Emma,
You know, if you're gonna, you know, oh my God. If you're gonna go to Harry, then, and you tell me none of your business, well, it's your business. You look after it. I'm not.
You know, she's right.
that's enough. I've had enough, and I don't want to hear it from you two.
I'm just saying she's right. You need to talk straight and plain to Lizzie. Tell her things she don't want to hear.
About the farm?
About Johnny McLeod. Keep your mouth shut about the farm and she won't know the difference.
All right.
Speak to her about Johnny McLeod.
All right!